Hola amigos, you're listening to the English Made Simple show. This is episode 103. 103, número 103. Hello. Hey there everybody. How's tricks? What I mean to say is, how are you? How's tricks? How are you doing? It's just a different and informal way of asking how you're doing. How's tricks? Cool. Welcome to the English Made Simple show. My name is Milena from englishmadesimple.net, englishmadesimple.net, and I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Today's episode is going to be short and sweet and delicious. As some of you may already know, I would normally share some English expressions or idioms in these short and sweet episodes. Expressions related to the content we learned in the previous episode. That's what would normally happen. However, there aren't many expressions using the word about. Well, I couldn't think of any, but if you happen to know some expressions with the word about, let me know. How about that? It's a deal. What I will share with you today instead is, a couple of expressions and phrasal verbs that you simply must know when you're using the preposition about. Let me start by introducing you to the one about expression. The one about. Have you heard the one about blah, 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 blah? Have you heard the one about... This is how we normally start telling jokes in English. Jokes, bromas, or chistes in Spanish. Have you heard the one about the two calculators? Meaning, have you heard a joke about the two calculators? If you haven't, here it goes. One calculator says to the other, "You can count on me." I know, it's really bad. Or have you heard the one about the banana? It goes like this. What kind of key opens a banana? A monkey, duh! Right, let's continue. Enough about this gibberish. What was I on about? Aha! To be on about something. Another expression, if you will, often used as a question and most often used in a negative context. If we say, for example, my husband wants me to do the dishes, I say, "What are you on about? I've already done the dishes." I mean to say, "What do you mean I haven't done the dishes? I've done them. Go and look. Don't nag me. Goodbye." And now, amigos, I would like to share with you two phrasal verbs, okay? Using the word about, using the preposition about. These phrasal verbs are used by native speakers on an everyday basis, okay? They use them often. The first one being to come about. Two words, come about. This means to happen or to develop. For example, let me give you an example. Nobody knows how this came about. Nobody knows how this happened. Nadie sabe cómo sucedió esto. How did this come about or how did this happen? These two questions, they mean the same thing, okay? If you want to sound fluent, I recommend you practice how did this come about. The second phrasal verb I would like you to know is bring about. Two words again, to bring about. Bring about. Well, according to Veo un Inteligente or the online dictionary, to bring about means to cause something to happen, to effect change, to trigger something to happen. A quick trivia question for you, amigos. Listen up. What is the past tense of bring? What is the past tense of the verb bring? Aha! It's brought. Therefore, this phrasal verb in the past tense would be brought about. Brought about. Now you know it. Cool. Let's use it in a sentence. Let's see. The only examples I could come up with had to do with politics. I always hear bring about change. I always hear that in the news. So, for example, I'll give you some examples. The demonstrators at the next G7 summit hope to bring about political change. Another example I can share with you. The role of the US President Donald Trump is not to follow in Obama's footsteps, but to bring about political change in the country, hopefully for the better. Well, we don't really know his agenda. Okay, I will not state my opinion here. I'm just giving you an example, okay? How about we move on to the next topic, huh? How about that? How about? Wow, that's your next phrase. That's your next phrase, amigos. It's used when you want to make a suggestion or to offer something. For example, I can say to my husband, Mi amor, how about we watch an action movie tonight? And my husband goes, yeah, okay, how about Con Air, your favorite movie? What? Enough about this Con Air. It's not my favorite movie. It is not my favorite movie. Anything with Steven Seagal or Nicolas Cage, you can delete. Ha! Radio, thanks for joining me in today's short and sweet episode. I hope you found it useful and entertaining. I hope you learned at least one new thing in today's show. Alrighty, it's time to say goodbye, muchachos y muchachas. You've been jamming with Milena. You have been an amazing audience. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy day to tune in to the English Made Simple show, and thank you for listening to my blabbing. Until next time, muchachos. Hasta la próxima.